Good morning. I have a little bit of a project for you guys I thought might be helpful because it really helped me. I've been looking at, okay, so back up. Art for me is incredibly therapeutic, but very rarely do I do it for therapeutic reasons. So I decided to combine the two. And I saw something online yesterday that was a project. Is super easy, anyone can do it. You can manipulate it to whatever you need. And so the project is to take your hands and trace your hands and do two hands. You can either do them on the same page or a separate page. I did it in a small notebook, and the first hand is kind of drawing pictures and anything that pops into your mind when you think of maybe a trauma that you're trying to get over. For me, it was the death of my sister. So I spent some time filling in the hand for what I was feeling, how the emotions, I thought a lot about putting descriptive words to how the emotions felt. And so this is what I came up with. And it definitely evolved as I did it. Like at first it was very much focused on this like stormy sky, not being able to see any light. I've got this really little tiny sun, you can barely see it. And then as I started doing the rain, I realized how much it felt like the bars of a jail. And so I decided to start emphasizing certain raindrops to make it look like it was bars of a jail. You could not get out. There was no pivoting, there was no movement, there was no wiggle room for anything. We were stuck. And how the lightning, I put a little bit of yellow, really kind of was sharp. The panic was sharp. The emotions were sharp, stabbing, and held you in place. And you couldn't feel like you could go anywhere, physically and mentally. And so, and then just like the big fat raindrops just felt like those overwhelming moments of pure sadness. And how there was just no brightness at all. And kind of drawing it out, and like also as I kind of drew the lightning, I realized that it just felt like I needed to like attach it to the jail bars, and how like they kind of kept ping-ponging off of each other. And it feels like that's like that underlying anxiety that I've been suffering from, that one little thing sets off this chain reaction for everything else. So this is where I feel like I was a year ago. And this was so helpful. I've never really thought about putting into words like, yes, I feel sad, yes, I feel angry, but how, like the descriptive words of how that felt. Like it felt sharp and painful and or dull and lifeless, or and as I kind of like dumped that out onto here, I realized that I felt lighter here. In fact, I feel mentally actually pretty calm right now, even after kind of bringing up emotional memories and emotional trauma. because I was putting it here and not, I think it helped channel it so that I could see it in a way that was helpful and making progress. Because no matter what, no matter where I am in my life, I'm always going to be working towards progress, right? So now I'm going to work on my other hand, which will be how I'm feeling now. And I don't really know how it's going to turn out. I don't know. So what I used is I just used, I sketched it out with a pencil, and then I used a Sharpie pen to kind of pop out the lines so that it was more visible. And I just did watercolor. Watercolor's super easy. Everything that I used was something that you probably have in your home. If you are not someone who can draw, or you feel like you can't draw, you could even just do patterns. You could even just do colors. Like maybe you just want your whole hand to be shades of gray. Like that's how you felt. Or if you are a sticker person, fill it with stickers. Fill it with all the things that like you were feeling in that moment. And now it feels like it's here instead of here. A lot of times I feel it right here and it feels like I can't breathe, right? And now it's here. And I feel like my shoulders are dropping. I just wanted to share that with you guys because this feels like a big thing for me. And it might be a big thing for you. Can't swear to it, can't promise you that, but it wouldn't hurt to try and see what happens for you. So this post is about my feelings on the then. And then I'll do another one on describing the process and the feeling of how I feel now, and then compare the two. I think it'll be really interesting. And I think it's really helpful. I think a lot of times we forget how much progress we've made until you have something to compare the then and the now, right? You have a visual. So give it a try. I took 20 minutes and did it, and I feel a gajillion times better. Somehow I even feel more better, right? More better. Okay, have fun with it. And it's not about what it looks like at the end. That's really hard for me. In fact, I almost didn't do the bars because the gel bars, because I was like, oh, that'll look weird. And then I thought I had to check myself and be like, it's not about how it looks like in the end. It's how I feel right now. And it feels like gel bars. So I'm gonna do it. Just do it. Let me know if you try it. Put in the comments how it made you feel, and let's talk. Okay.